Welcome back. You thought your dreams were your ticket out. You were wrong. Welcome back to the same old place you used to laugh about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around. But those dreams, they remain. And they've turned around. Who would have thought they would lead you back to where they need you? We tease them a lot because we guide them on the spot. Welcome back. What a way to start a Junkman nooner right there. I don't know why I wanted to start like that. Don't ask me. These nooners aren't really planned. So, being that we got the drama out of the way this is the one we were going to talk about yesterday. I just wanted to get that, retro eggshells out of the way. And now my floor's clean. I didn't step on any. So, let's talk about Kenner's Indiana Jones line. Well, that's not the official name of it, is it? No, it's not. It's not the official name of it. It's probably the longest title of an action figure line there is. It's The Adventures of Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, I've talked to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys didn't have this line back in the 80s. Although you said if you knew about it, you would have got it. So they must not have promoted it too much. I think the problem was, if I'm right, it came out around 1982. Of course, Indiana Jones came out in 81. I can always see. Yep. Empire. I get them mixed up. Empire's 80 and then 81. So we're talking a year, and this was before video craze. I don't think the VHS didn't come out until 84. The Christmas of 83. So that was a bad time to release the action figures. You think with the name property like Lucas attached to it, and Kenner had the rights, and they already knew what Star Wars was, you think they would have went ahead and had this geared up to be ready for the release of the film. But no. We're talking a whole year after the film, already out of theaters. Be a whole nother year, maybe it takes some months away, but a whole nother year before it came on videotape to watch at home on something that most people didn't have. Now, we had one back at this time. We got ours probably in 82, 83, but most people didn't have a videotape. And it wasn't on, I don't think it appeared on HBO until 84. So, you're left with promoting an Indiana Jones line with nothing to really help promote it. So the line really did tank. It was a great line. I did have this line as a kid, and that's kind of, we're going to talk about some memories of that, and then maybe why it tanked also. Back then you didn't have the internet. You didn't know what were coming out. And like I said, we were a big fan of Indiana Jones. Me and my brother, we loved it. Who didn't? Loved Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I can remember walking into a J.C. Penney's at my mall, the local mall, walking into that J.C. Penney's. And didn't everything just seem huge back then? I don't know why this is burned into my memory too. But everything seems huge. But you remember going to the mall when it was an event? Now, I have two memories of the mall. I have the mall as a kid, going with my parents. And it seems like you were going to a foreign world. It was, especially if you went with your parents. It was like, we normally don't go out. So it just seemed like an event when you went to the mall. And then I have another memory of the mall when I was in my teens. I would hang out with friends and meet other friends from school and stuff at the mall. But let's get back to when we were little, 82. Going to the mall was an event. There's a line in the Brady Bunch movie, which is a great comedy classic. If you haven't seen the Brady Bunch movie, see it. It is hilarious. Where Mike Brady says, "Put on your Sunday best, kids. We're going to Sears." And, it's kind of funny. It is funny, but it does kind of sum up that time period of the 70s and 80s when the mall was big. And it meant something when you went to the mall. When you went out to eat, it meant something. You remember they got these big menus. To you, they were big. Food you never even heard of before. All these different kind of people. It was weird. And then you would see your teacher at the restaurant, and that would just blow your mind away. There, Miss Carlick. She's over there. She's not in a math class. She's not wearing a dress. What's going on? When she was wearing clothes. So it would really freak you out. Man, I remember at Sears, in the summertime, our band teacher would work at Sears. His name was Mr. Short. And we used to joke around. We'd come back to school over the summer, Mr. Short selling shorts at Sears. I don't know. We were kids. We didn't have the best jokes anyway. But it was weird, man. Whoa, there's that guy. And the best thing about it, when it was when it was teen years, it was good because I knew Mr. Short's over there working. He has to kiss my butt now. He has, if I come in there and say I'm looking for this, I can bullshit with him, and he can't say anything because the customer's always right. It was great. But we're talking Indiana Jones. We're not talking about Mr. Short Shorts. But I can remember walking into the J.C. Penney's at the mall. Odd, too, because I don't remember J.C. Penney's really having toys any other time. Maybe this was around Christmas. Maybe they put a toy section up. Or maybe they did have a toy section. Very small one. But I can remember in the back of my head, the back of the store, it was near the electronics section. And you remember how fun the electronics section was as a kid when you went to the mall, to one of these big department stores at the mall? There's an alarm going off out there. That's not my car. Somebody's not stealing my car, I hope. But, okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Steve. But remember, you go to the TV section, they would have these huge TVs. We're saying, that huge today. But they were like remember those huge big screen TVs where you had the screen, but then you had this little panel that was connected to it. It almost looked like you had to sit in it to watch it. And you would have 3 lights shining up at it. But then you had big screen TVs, had those big, nice stereo systems. You were just blown away. You wanted to touch and look at everything. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the toy section. I was over in the toy section, and I remember seeing the Indiana Jones, the large size, 12-inch action. Junkman, it's not 12, it's 11.9. Okay. 12-inch, we call it. 12-inch figure of Indiana Jones was just a modified Han Solo from the Star Wars line. I can remember it in that box. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I don't remember any of the other figures. I just remember that one. And I remember, I got to get this. I've got to have this. And I didn't get it that day. I ended up getting it for Christmas. So this is probably, it's probably Christmas. We were probably out Christmas shopping. That's why we were at the mall seeing this. They probably took note. Hey, got to get back, get that for the junk kid. Star Wars Indiana Jones has got to get it. I think I still have a picture of me somewhere with it. It's me holding the Indiana Jones out of the box. I probably don't have the hat on it. Maybe it does. I can't remember. I know that hat was stupid. It's stupid now. It was stupid then. Even as a kid, I knew it was stupid. I was like, they could do a lot better than that. But I got a picture of me holding the Indiana Jones, and I think there's that same Christmas, I got a doll. Look at me playing with dolls. The one that would pull the string on the back and makes it look like its mouth move. I wanted to be like that guy from the TV show Soap. I was really into that. I was really into watching Soap, and the guy had a little puppet on there. Ventriloquist. I ain't going to try to say it. So I wanted to be like that, and I got one. It was ugly. It looked like my friend Boyd, so it was really weird. I think that might be in the picture also. Can't remember. But that's the only memory I have of buying Indiana Jones, but I know I had them. Kept them at my grandma's house. Don't know what happened to them. Kept them over there. I had the map room. I had the Well of Souls. There was a little cargo thing, a little cargo car. I didn't have it. I didn't have the truck. I don't think I had I don't remember. Have no memory of having the truck. Had all the figures. And I don't know if I had all the figures. I know I had Indiana Jones, and I know I had the Tote. I always get his names mixed up. The guy in black, the Nazi guy. Them are the only 2 I really remember having. So I didn't even have the full line. Like I said, but I can remember playing with these. I would let them play with my Star Wars figures. They were the right size. I can remember putting Indiana Jones on a Tauntaun. Man, now that's a what-if story you want to hear, right? Indiana Jones on a Tauntaun. But these were a lot of fun play sets, but the line didn't really do well. Every time they've done an Indiana Jones line, it had never really done well. And makes you wonder why. Again, this was a year after the film came out. Nothing really to help people get hyped up for it. So that hurt. And I've said this in the video. Other people have said it too. That I think kids rather play like they're Indiana Jones than play with Indiana Jones. Star Wars fun, you had all these strange aliens and spaceships and stuff. Indiana Jones, what'd you have? You had Indiana Jones cool. You had Marion. You had a mechanic, and you just had normal people, right? You had Belloc, and he looked like he was dressed in a business suit. It just wasn't much imagination. You wanted to put on an Indiana Jones like hat, get you a whip, go out into the woods behind your house or something, go into the sewer pipes and act like you're in some tunnel in Egypt or something. You wanted to play Indiana Jones more than you wanted to lay on the floor and play with Indiana Jones. But I did play with those Indiana Jones figures. I don't know what happened to them. Now, in 84, LJN came out with Temple of Doom line, and I had that complete set. But that's not bragging, because they only made 3 figures. They made Indy, of course, and they made Motorom, Kaleman, and they made the swordsman guy. So that was an easy line to get. And they were pretty cheesy looking too, and didn't sell too good either. But I'm just curious out there, who out there had the Indiana Jones line, the Raiders line, or maybe Temple Doom? Let me know either one. Did you have them? Did you like them? Did you know about them and be like, hey, I want that, but never did get them? Or did you say, I got G.I. Joe, I got He-Man, I got Star Wars, I don't need more action figures to play with? I'm curious to hear from you guys, your memories. What do you think about them now, looking back? Do you like, man, those look cool? I wish I got into the 90s when I was buying Star Wars stuff. Again, the old Star Wars stuff. I wish I picked up some old Indiana Jones stuff, because that stuff's out of my price range right now. But anyway, that's a look at the Indiana Jones. I don't know if it's a look at it. It's a rambling about the Indiana Jones Kenner line. Again, tell me if you have a memory seeing it at the store. I love hearing memories also. I don't know. Hopefully you guys love hearing the memories I share, but that you remember seeing them at the store. And tell me about mall night. Tell me about when your family decided to go to the mall out of the blue and it just blew you away. It's like you got transported to another world. And I didn't even get into talking about the arcade at the end of the mall. Maybe that should be a nooner one day soon. Anyway, let me know that or anything else you want me to know in the comments below, and we'll talk again later.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.